Hello Lefty Wannabes and welcome to my channel, Right Left Hand. It is day 364, let's get started. We are on week 52, so we will write the date, the day, the sentence, both upper and lowercase 2 times, the quote, both upper and lowercase 2 times, increasing numbers, and symbols. And the sentence is, 2 driven jocks help fax my big quiz. Again, we're writing that because it's a pangram containing all the letters of the alphabet, and we want to practice those letters in a variety of ways. And the quote is, "The gods too are fond of a joke," by Aristotle. And before I get started, just want to say that even though today is Saturday, which would normally be the end of the week, because it's just one more day tomorrow, which is the last day of the year, I'm including that in week 52. Hopefully you guys aren't mad or upset, but I just figured it'd be, a little bit easier and make things a little more simple so that I don't have to have one day for week 53, and because there are typically only 52 days in a week anyways. Anyways, just thought I'd let you know. And now we can go ahead and get started. As per usual, write the day over in the left-hand margin, day 364. It is now evident that we have one day left after this, which is pretty cool. So I'm trying to contain my excitement and my joy. It is December 30th. And boy, oh boy, it's almost December 31st. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. December 30th, 2017, and it is Saturday. And that's why I was saying that normally Saturdays are the end of the week. But Sunday is tomorrow, which is, what most people think is the end of the week, and it's the end of the year, so we'll just count that. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our first sentence, which is, 2 driven jocks help fax my big quiz. And because it's the second to last day, I better make sure that I do this right, do it correctly, get it all down, so I don't want to mess up and be the laughing stock of all generations. So 2 driven jocks help fax my big quiz. My big quiz. So yeah, it's a pretty exciting time, not just for this channel, but for the rest of the world, because it's New Year's, at least using the Gregorian calendar, I believe. It's New Year's, not for the Chinese or Iranian or Korean or a lot of other calendars out there, but I guess those are symbolic as well as meaningful. So the rest of the world is on this calendar currently, and I guess that's what we use. So tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but almost tomorrow, we'll celebrate New Year's. Well, tomorrow we'll celebrate New Year's Eve, I guess. So yeah, which is almost more of a celebration than New Year's, because most of the parties and stuff take place on December 31st, not actually on New Year's Day, because everybody's sleeping after New Year's Day. So whatever, it just happens that way. So yeah. But I'm almost done with this sentence, and then we'll move on to the quote, which is pretty short today. And, I just thought it'd be good to have a humorous one before you have a good, serious quote for tomorrow, which I've already picked because I think I had mentioned it earlier this week that I would probably repeat some quotes, and well, yes, I'm going to repeat one, and one that I think is pretty good for this channel. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to the quote, which is, "The gods too are fond of a joke," by Aristotle. So, if you remember, it was earlier this week, yeah, where the quote was, someone who enjoys solitude is either God or a wild beast. And so kind of talking about like the conception or the concept of what a god was for the Greeks. How they had these kind of human characteristics, but they were above humans. But here Aristotle is saying that, they can have fun too. They can enjoy themselves. But again, this is the Greek, paganism. But I do, I remember talking about it, but I'm pretty sure that Aristotle also had some monotheistic beliefs, or maybe it was Socrates. I can't remember who exactly, but I'm pretty sure Socrates was the teacher of Plato. Plato was the teacher of Aristotle. So, they all probably had some similar beliefs around that because of, being the teachers of each other and passing down those different thoughts and ideas. But not a major thing to think about unless you're a history major or classics major, and you need to know that stuff for your test. But hopefully you don't have any tests this winter break. That would be a little bit disappointing, a little bit sad that you'd have to study when everybody else is on break. Like even people in the different industries have breaks and days off for Christmas. All right, and now we'll go ahead and finish by writing it in all caps for the last time. And again, just thought it'd be like a fun little quote to write, because we've been doing longer quotes these past few days. So take a little more time to write it down. Oh yeah, especially because tomorrow's quote is actually kind of long. So yeah, there's always that too. And again, this is Aristotle. And then we'll move on to the numbers. We left off on 2,860 last time, so we'll go 2,861 up to 2,880. And this will, it doesn't even matter if I go on to 2 lines for these numbers, or, take up more than 2 lines, I guess, because that quote was so short, and I haven't written a quote that short in almost a week, or maybe I should have checked before I said that, fact check. But from what I remember, I think Christmas Day was kind of long, and then Boxing Day was kind of long as well. Oh well, I'm not sure. And I guess it doesn't matter too much, because I'm not taking up more than 2 lines for the numbers, which I think is how it should be. If you can write it controlled and well, then that's good, because then hopefully you can write more things controlled and well in different circumstances. And here we are closing up on the end of the numbers. Just gotta make sure that I don't go over actually in these last 2. And we didn't, so that's always good. And now we'll move on to the symbols, which again, fairly simple symbols. I've been saying that for like the past 3 days now, simple symbols. Just because it almost rhymes, but not quite. So yeah. Go ahead and finish up these mathematical symbols, write down the punctuation, and call it a day. All right, there you have it, day 364, the second to last day before the end of the year. Thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow and every day to practice with me. Alrighty, goodbye.